You will be drug tested 40 days from today. If you drug test and you test positive for marijuana, that tells me that you continue to smoke. And there's only one place you're going to go. How old are you?
I'm 18.
18? Who do you live with?
I have my own apartment.
How? I could barely walk when I was 18. Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I just graduated college. I only have my associate's degree. I was going to Blinn College.
Wow, that's amazing. Great job.
Thank you. I got my first apartment in June, and I live on Belfair Pines, Kane Street. And I work from home from there.
So you do have an income?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. You're aware of Mr. Waters?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys
Yes,
together?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been together?
For like 3 years.
3 years? Okay, so you know him well.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
My only concern is that he's picked up quite a number of charges. So I just want you to be careful.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay if he stays with you? Okay. That was my concern. And I was telling Jillian here, my concern is that he's got a lot of history and a lot of just nonsense. And I don't want him to pick up any more cases. So before we let him out, I want to know that he's got a stable home that he's going to go to. I'm going to put conditions on him so he's not out in the middle of the night, right? I don't want him to go to any of these other stores that he's ever been to for any of these thefts. And no dope, no alcohol. And that's it. Stay out of trouble. Do you mind bringing Mr. Waters in? Thank you so much for coming. You're doing great. Just keep it up.
Yeah.
Really.
Pregnant. Right.
Sorry?
I am.
Okay. Wonderful. It's a lot of work and it gets stressful. So be careful. If you take care of that baby well, that baby will take care of you. You got to be careful with who are you around, what they're doing, because if there are other people that are smoking marijuana, it could affect that baby. And the problem is that baby is constantly growing and it needs love. It needs attention. It needs prenatal vitamins, because if you don't take care of that baby well, you will or could have, the baby will have developmental issues, and then you're a lifelong babysitter, and we don't want that. So if you take care of the baby well,
Yes, sir.
one day they'll take care of it.
Okay.
Do you think there's anything else that we need to address?
No, Your Honor. I don't think so. Are we waiting for Mr. Waters to come out? What sure if you were, did you say
Bringing them out.
you bringing him out? Okay,
And
that's
I
all.
want to admonish him that,
Okay.
you know, especially with a baby on the way, he's got to be careful. No dope. Like, I'm going to test him like crazy. Anna, you saw the DVR?
I saw that you want to talk to someone, but I haven't seen the actual DVR.
Okay. I'll print it out for you now.
Okay.
Okay, that's for you. So you okay with Friday then? Okay.
Just to be clear, yesterday I asked that his bond be reinstated. I'm not sure what your decision is today for Josh services to clarify. Reinstatement.
Mr. Waters, how's jail? Good. You know, Mr. Waters, I want you to understand that we mean business. The days of catch and release, they're over. We're not going to play this game. And I'm not going to allow you to taint anyone else near you with your 15 theft cases that you have, or 20 or 32. No. If you want me to let you out, you will have strict supervision, meaning no dope, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you like crazy. No going out in the middle of the night, no going to any of the places where you have your prior theft cases from. And most importantly, you need to get a job. There is a career fair, and we're going to give you a flyer, and I want you to meet me there. So we're going to try to get you a job. Do you understand? That's the rub. And you smoke dope, it's over. No marijuana. And I'm going to test you 40 days or whatever from the last time. Has he tested? Do you know?
I'm not sure, Judge.
Rachel, has Mr. Waters tested before?
I think he did.
And do you have any more children, Mr. Waters?
No, sir.
Okay, look, you have a baby on the way. You need to treat that baby well, because if you don't, you are begging for a lifelong problem with a kid that will have developmental issues. And then you have a kid like that, you are a literal babysitter for the rest of your life, taking care of a baby that can't do things on their own. Don't smoke any weed next to the baby. Don't do, because anything you do can potentially affect the baby. So you need to be careful what you're doing. You need to support her because, you know, she's going through changes. She's going to have a ton of hormones. The hormones are going to make her upset. They're going to make her feet swell. She's going to be cranky. She might have back issues. You need to be there to support her, because if you're there to support her, show love, respect, it will make the baby feel it as well. Anything you do could potentially impact that baby. You need to consider that when you're out there. If you're stressed out because you got no money or something, just think of the baby. Any test, prior test? Okay. You will be drug tested 40 days from today. If you drug test and you test positive for marijuana, that tells me that you continue to smoke. And there's only one place you're going to go. You're now working your third case. Jillian is asking me to reinstate your bond.
Okay.
I very, very reluctantly, meaning that I'm scared to do so, but I'm going to today to give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's not going to happen again. If you go to jail, it's because you didn't listen, you picked up a new case, or you're doing something you shouldn't do. And I don't care if Jillian has 15 of your family members here begging and pleading. It's not going to happen again. Do you understand? No marijuana, no alcohol, no going out in the middle of the night and get a job. All I'm asking you to do is be a normal person. That's it. Give me questions. I'm giving you an ankle monitor so I know where you are at all times. You can, but I'm not letting you out in the middle of the night. I'm giving you a curfew.
Okay.
So Jillian, we can talk about, maybe 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. She's welcoming you to her house. It's not your house. So if she tells you something to do, you look at me. If she tells you something to do, it is her house. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, because when you burn a bridge, you never know when you might need to cross that bridge. And if you don't have her taking you in, you're on the street. And if you're on the street, you're with me. So be nice. Okay, I'll reinstate it.
Thank you, Judge.
But he needs a GPS prior to release for the curfew of either 9 to 10, whatever it is. And then I'm giving him 2 weeks to either get a job and bring proof. If he doesn't, then he's to meet me at the job fair at the Fresh Start, and we're going to find him a job there.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll be there and he'll meet me there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
So Judge, we have no drug, 40-day drug test, no contact with any of the.
With any of that, so, right.
Your Honor, with the exception of 3, they're all at.
And there you have it. A young man, just 18 years old, standing before a judge with 15 theft cases already stacked against him, a baby on the way, and a future hanging by a thread. What we witnessed in this courtroom wasn't just a bond hearing, it was a crossroads moment. A judge who refused to simply open the revolving door and instead laid down the law with clarity, compassion, and zero tolerance for excuses. The ruling itself was measured but firm. On bond reinstated, reluctantly, with conditions that left absolutely no room for error. A GPS ankle monitor, a strict curfew, mandatory drug testing, and a direct order to find employment within 2 weeks. The judge made it crystal clear. The days of catch and release are over. One misstep, one failed drug test, one new charge, and no amount of family members filling that courtroom would change the outcome. But perhaps the most striking part of this hearing wasn't the legal conditions. It was the human element. A judge looking a young man in the eye and telling him to take care of the woman carrying his child, to understand that everything he does now directly impacts that baby's development and future. He spoke about hormones, prenatal vitamins, and the reality of becoming a lifelong caretaker if that child suffers because of neglect or substance exposure. That kind of candor from the bench is rare, and it carries weight. This case is a reminder that accountability and second chances can coexist, but only when someone is willing to do the work. The question now is whether Mr. Waters will rise to the occasion or find himself right back where he started. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.